Good evening, lads and lasses. I am Suave Beardson, and welcome to the stream. And this is part 10 of Death Stranding 2, and what could possibly be the finale of Death Stranding 2. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens and where it goes. But we are currently on episode 14 of 17. And we made it through like 4 episodes just this past Sunday. So we're going to see what happens with this one today. But as of right now, as it sits, I need to go all the way back over here to this plate gate and travel back to Mexico, and I don't know what's going to be waiting for me there. So I'm going to grab my pickup off-roader here, and I am going to go with a truckload, a literal truckload of weapons. I will also take this. Let's see, assault rifle level 3. But we were, Higgs dropped a bomb on us at the end of the last stream. He kidnaps Tomorrow and, drops the bomb that Tomorrow is, Sam's daughter. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't gotten to this point yet, if you're unaware of what's happening, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I remembered right at the end of the stream, like right after I cut the stream off, throughout this game, Lou is only referred to as Sam's child, or by their name, Lou. Gender is never really specified. But I remembered right at the very tail end of Death Stranding 1, when Sam takes Lou out of the BB pod, he says Lou, looks at Lou, and then says Louise, indicating that Lou is in fact a girl, a baby girl. And given the timeline, the serial number of the BB pod and all that, it's looking like what's going to happen is it's going to be revealed that Lou was actually Sam and Lucy's biological daughter, that somehow survived the void out, whether Lou was placed into the BB pod before the void out or whatever. But I'm also going to guess that because of the beach and all this other stuff, there's going to be a twist in there somewhere that's going to reveal that Tomorrow is, in fact, Lou. That's what I'm guessing is, at least what's been the breadcrumbs that we've gotten in the revelations and the story that we've gotten so far. It's looking like everything is pointing that way. How they're going to make that connection, I haven't quite figured out. But I'm calling it now. Tomorrow is Lou. But I think I've got enough weapons. So we're going to go ahead and make our trek back towards the plate gate. See what's happening, see what's waiting for us on the other side.
Look down. Gotcha.
Now I'm just hoping that my truck can come with me. I'm assuming that I can take my truck through the plate gate because the reverse trike that I had in Mexico also came through the plate gate, but somehow I didn't realize it came through the plate gate, and it's just been sitting next to it the entire time. But it shouldn't take us too awful long to get to the plate gate. We did finally connect all of Australia. Like, for realsies. We got all of the main locations as per the story, but then at the end of the stream Sunday night, I did go through and connect the final 2 people that I needed. So every single region in Australia is connected now. Shit, with the amount of chiral crystals I've collected, I might be able to actually build some stuff. I'm sitting at like 12,000. That would build me probably like 5 or 6 sections of road. Well, I have 0 intentions on delivering that. I am hoping I can finish this game up tonight because there's a couple other things I'd like to fit in before Delta comes out next month. I think it was the 24th is when that game comes out. The 24th or the 28th, one of the two. It's late August. I know that much. I think it's August 28th. Is when that game comes out. So if I can finish this up tonight, this gives me about 3 weeks. I can fit in some other stuff that I'd like to get to. And there's a very real possibility I might just not for a week. There's also some things going down at work, and that'll give me the opportunity to see how that stuff will play out without really being in the middle of something. Because that's one thing I was kind of worried about with this game, is that some things might happen and some things might change while I'm in the middle of it, and I didn't want that. I have to build another generator here in a minute. I think I only brought one PCC unit with me. I was more worried about weapons. Generator time.
Let's do this.
Construction process now complete.
Yeah, I should be able to drive the rest of the way there. I'll be able to get up right there, maybe? I don't know. Getting up to the plate gate might be another story. Yeah, that is true. Not having to worry about whether I'm in the network is going to be nice.
Head out now or wait till it's full?
We're going to wait till it's full, Sam. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing at the beginning of the stream. How could I forget? While we're waiting on Sam to recharge, we're going to recharge with some day. Good old Mountain Day. I even stuck this in the freezer because it was in my work bag all day. So I stuck it in the freezer for an hour when I got home, so it's nice and cold.
Charged up.
That was perfect timing. Took that swig and we're all charged up, ready to gay. Yeah, I'm charged, Sam's charged, vehicle's charged, it's go time. Higgs is going down. I even got my my battle guitar with me, so him and Higgs can have a riff off. Glad I got them spiked tires, otherwise this wouldn't be possible. Actually, it looks like right over there is going to be the way to go. Oh yeah, I can't get out of there. Well, we ain't seen this area of the map in quite some time. Oh, is that Higgs taunting us some more?
Warning. Cargo prohibited for transit outside the continent detected.
What? No way. It's just the cargo designated for delivery, including lost cargo. The weapons I can still take. I was gonna say, don't tell me I can't take my weapons. Don't even do that shit to me. Well, then I guess We'll just put that there then. If you attempt to travel through the gate with any of these items until they'll be left behind and may be found in the vicinity of the plate gate terminal or stored inside it. Okay.
Okay, just a bit further now.
There's my old trike. Still sitting there in decent condition. I guess it doesn't rain here. I like how it actually shows the vehicle going in there. That's sweet. So I think when I went through it the other direction, it only showed Sam walking through it. That's why I assumed my trike didn't come with me. And it's snowing in Mexico.
Sam, we've got some updates on the disturbances in the tar currents. The point of greatest instability appears to be not too far from the site you linked up at the very beginning of your journey, in the vicinity of Ciudad Nudo del Norte. Corallium levels are well outside the normal range, and I'm willing to bet there's something of interest to be found there. For instance, we've also received reports of a giant shadow. I've marked the location on your map. Proceed there as soon as you can. And Sam, be advised that the anomaly is growing larger. Left unchecked, it's unclear what wider impact this might have. We also won't be able to travel to the beach until the issue is resolved. You're the only one we can turn to. Get moving and sort this out.
Sir, yes, sir. Okay, so we need to go another almost 3,000 meters. So the closest location looks like it's going to be the former geophysics research lab. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing by here first and make another PCC unit or two. Actually, I could just recharge my battery there as well. But I'll grab another PCC unit or two. That way I don't run out of battery. So let me actually mark that location.
What in the world's happening to the sky? I have a tremendously bad feeling about this. We had better hurry, Sam.
Well, the sky is underwater. Lou's been really getting into playing with toys, holding them out to me and getting me involved. I guess we're a team now, me and Lou, forever. I don't know if this is... I'm guessing it's Higgs, because it says H. Yeah, I'm just not even going to question that and just accept it. The sky is an ocean. Okay, what was the best way to get down from here? Oh, probably over that way. I know I drove to the plate gate, so there's got to be a way to drive out of the plate gate.
Commencing route creation.
I suppose I could just use this feature, because that's literally what it's there for.
Listen to what I say. Keep it in mind. Decide.
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
New way.
Nice repair job. She's practically sparkling.
Alright. Let's make a couple PCC units. We'll go with, we'll go with 3 of them. Screw it. And actually, you know what? Give me a couple more blood bags, too, while we're at it. Alright, batteries charged up, got PCC units, more blood bags. We should be good now.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route final.
I'll take another blood bag, sure. Well, I guess I didn't need to craft a PCC because there was just one laying around there.
Look that one.
Now, on my route, I made a little bit of a detour because I think if I go through that way, that's BT territory. We're going to avoid that. We're going to try to anyways. Because I got a feeling the weaponry that I have, I'm going to need it. Oh, I guess there's 2 locations I never linked up here.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
You're mine.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
The gate quick? Quick, Sam. We need to pick up the pace.
Oh, here's a generator I built earlier. What do we got? BT Zilla? Megla BT? That looks like something straight out of a Stephen King movie.
This thing must be the cause of the recent disruption.
Like, that straight up looks like it should be something out of the Mist.
Look at the size of it. I hope you're ready for this, Sam.
Oh, and of course, all my weapons, like a dumbass, I left in my truck, and my truck disappeared. Shit. Well, you know what? Yeah, we're not going to use that anymore. Come prepared with an arsenal full of weapons and leave them in my truck because I forgot my truck will just disappear in the fog.
Sam, look closely. See those reddish areas on its body? I suspect they may be its weak points. Think you can hit them?
Yeah, if I had guns. Ah, there we go. Stop moving. I don't know if I'm supposed to still keep targeting this area or if once it crystallizes like that, it's a waste of time. I don't think so, big fella. I wonder if I could summon my BTs to fight this thing. Multi-rocket launcher. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Alright, let's check out this multi-rocket launcher. See what that's all about. That fires multiple guided rockets, each extremely powerful. They can lock onto several targets for launching. The rockets explode with deadly force on impact, unleashing a cloud of blood formulated to damage BTs. Good to know.
to hit its weak point. Watch out, Sam. I think it's about to try something. Are you injured, Sam?
Where's a yelling gun when I need one?
Our enemy's growing weaker, Sam.
Can I use one of my EX grenades on it now?
Keep it up a little longer.
We're certainly gonna try. Kind of figured that was going to be a waste of time. Had to try, though. Ah, there is one more weak point. And it's right there.
Okay, Sam. It stopped dead in its tracks. Now's your chance to attack.
Oh, you idiot. Got him. Right. Every opponent have a weak point. Find it and put all of your energy into the one perfect strike. Learn that shit from Jackie Chan. Give me a shit ton of chiral crystals for that, though.
Excellent work, Sam. Honestly, to take down such a massive monstrosity is an incredible feat. I can only assume that the disturbances in the tar currents will now start to subside. But we don't have time to waste. We need to get to your shelter as quickly as possible.
Well, we're gonna pick up all this shit first. We ain't letting this go to waste. Oh no, big fella. Or should I say, little fella. And there's my truck with all my weapons. Well, shoot. I had almost 13,000 chiral crystals, and after picking up all of them, I'm almost at 15,000. So that was like 18, or yeah, probably 18. Well, now I got more than 15,000. So yeah, that was like 2,000 chiral crystals. Oh, and of course, everything is... I hate how that happens. how when my truck goes, you know, into the tar, everything, I get my truck back, but everything is on the ground next to it. That irritates me.
Look, that one.
All right. Well, let's recharge the battery.
Snack. That's the way. All right. Let's get going.
All right, we got another 2,000 meters to Sam's shelter. And once we cross the river there, it's pretty much a straight shot.
You're mine.
Brilliant work, Sam. On a different subject, about APAS 4000. We used the drawbridge Cupid and had a go at digging through the relevant records. Our search yielded an explanation as to how they managed to construct their servers on the beach. They mathematically predicted a point where the tar currents intersected with the beach and dispatched cargo ships with the necessary materials along this route. We also acquired the data for the special propulsion system needed to make the trip. Now rest assured, we've already begun the work of retrofitting this system to the DHV Magellan's own components. Once we're finished, we'll have the ability to travel to and from any beach we please. Wherever Higgs goes, we should be able to follow. That said, to reach a beach of your choosing, you need an item with a strong connection to the place. Higgs has Amelie's Kipu and Dreamcatcher in his possession, as I recall. Either would have served as a sufficient connection to both you and her. Higgs is single-minded in his obsession. He only cares about you and Amelie. That's not enough, though. As you know only too well, emotions alone don't amount to a powerful connection. Just like how communicating with someone via hologram is no substitute for being able to reach out and touch their actual heart. What I'm trying to say is, you need something physical, a tangible object that binds you to Amelie. There must be something suitable in your shelter. And that's exactly what we need you to find. With it, we'll be able to follow Higgs to the beach. Higgs is hell-bent on triggering the last stranding, and we don't have much time until he does. We're working as quickly as we can to get the ship's engines ready. But you, Sam, you need to get us the key to unlock the beach the bastards fled to, before it's too late. At the very least, the tar currents appear to have calmed down somewhat. The DHV Magellan can travel to your position without issue. We'll link up with you at your shelter.
You know, that fight with that BT was kind of cool. It was a fun little boss fight. But it would have been kind of neat if there was some story attached to it. You know, a reason for it being there rather than it just being there. Maybe I'm just nitpicking at this point. Kind of just felt like it was there just for the sake of being there. What?
Sam, this is Tarman. Fragile is still suffering from the effects of jump shock. Nevertheless, we can't do this without her assistance. She'll lead the way by identifying the specific beach we need to reach. All Doom sufferers aboard the ship will then harness their powers to help perform the jump, and reduce the strain on her as much as possible. Now, while it's true that Fragile and Higgs are no strangers to one another, the success of this jump ultimately hinges on the strength of the connection between her and you. It needs to be unbreakable. You and Fragile must ensure your Ka and Ha are linked by a connection that will withstand any and all strain.
Okay. That story just takes up gameplay space. It's just nice when that gameplay has a point. You know, aside from just being there. You know?
Surely drive you home. He swears to bring you back soon in the quest of the dream.
Right.
It's not
Full charge.
what it seems.
What can I say? I like games with a good story. Sue me.
It's not what it seems. He said he needed help, so he lent you hand. Little did you know he's a troubled man, keeping you in check with his deadly smile, complimenting you so you'd stay a while. What seems so wrong
Sky's still an ocean.
felt so right.
You're mine.
Feeling safer than
Hard-wearing undergarments. I'm glad I got those.
not a scratch appear.
Too many points being made in my game's negative review on Steam. Yeah, it's not a lobby full of 100 people that are all doing the same thing.
Today I'll be remembered, tomorrow just a dream.
Just a bit further now.
Okay, I don't need all of this right now. Immerse yourself in your memories. You know what, Higgs? Fuck you and your immersion.
Hey.
That belongs to you, doesn't it? I doubt that it held any meaning for Amelie. Is that?
It's Bridget. Amelie.
Yes, this photo of Amelie, or Bridget, should serve as a tie to the quipu she wore, meaning we should be able to use it to connect to the quipu in Higgs's possession as well. Yes, this is exactly what we need, Sam.
Sam, with what you've found, we should be able to determine which beach Higgs ran off to. Hurry back to the ship. It's time we took the fight to Higgs.
So in other words, I probably, aside from the boss fight, I could have just waited until y'all fixed the damn thing and then just rode that here.
Higgs isn't going to go down without a fight, Sam. Do whatever it takes to save tomorrow.
Again, the story's there, right? Like, go back to your shelter. You know, the tar we can't go through the tar currents because of this disturbance. Turns out to be a giant BT. But it's just, it's paper thin. Like, I got no real satisfaction from this particular, you know, mission. It just, it feels empty still. Battery discharges, administers a powerful shock to the surrounding area. Neat.
Sam, it's Di Hartman. The DHV Magellan can get underway at any time, but we'll need everyone to work together to make it happen. When you're ready to depart, come and join us on the bridge.
Sam, when you come to the bridge, be sure to bring your BB pod with you. We have to pray it still has a strong connection to Amelie.
Alright, well, let's go then. You gonna buckle in the doll?
Everybody ready? Concentrate. And focus your powers.
For the sake of the future, we must all come together. As a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All hands, brace for launch.
You know, I think the thing that irritates me about Die Hardman's
Tar ballast pumps.
sudden involvement in this story
DHV
is
Magellan, ready to dive.
based off of what happened with Sam, or with Cliff and Die Hardman. I feel like, the reason Sam wanted nothing to do with Bridges anymore, a lot of it had to do with Die Hardman and his involvement in what happened. So I feel like Sam would not just go along with Die Hardman's involvement in this. You know what I mean? I feel like there'd be some beef there, or, you know, at least some animosity or something. Because Sam did not seem happy with Die Hardman at the end of the first game. And it was like, you know, Die Hardman kind of just like shows up and Sam's like, all right, lit, thanks for being here.
Fragile. Fragile. Discharging tar ballast tanks. DHV Magellan surfacing.
On the double.
Attention all hands. Prepare for flight mode.
That thing can fly all of a sudden now? Like, that would have came in real handy about 30 hours ago. You mean to tell me we could have just flew everywhere? And blow my birds!
4,000 souls stranded in this place, bound to 8 paths to create this singular beach.
So this is where Higgs is.
I'm activating the hologram. Look. Zooming in.
Tomorrow.
Multiple VTs approaching.
Stand by and prepare for battle.
Please, Sam. It has to be you. You have to be the one to finish it.
Take the guitar with you. It's the perfect weapon for a place like this. It draws in chiralium from the surrounding air and converts it into energy. Here on the beach, it should pretty much work indefinitely.
Sam, take me as well. I can serve as a communicator.
We'll take care of things here. Get to it, Sam.
Be careful. And remember, I'll always be with you.
Fragile.
I'm glad I got them 100 likes from Hartman first. Episode 15, On the Beach.
Battle stations. Charlie, activate battle mode. Release strand cords.
I don't know, maybe it can only fly on the beach. Maybe it's got
Deploy
beach fuel.
Screens, activate. Okay. Ready to give them hell?
You know,
Okay, Sam. The DHV Magellan is going to act as bait for all the BTs. We'll take advantage of that to head to the beach, where we'll hopefully find tomorrow waiting for us. Higgs too, of course. This will be a golden opportunity for you two to settle your differences.
The main cannon is almost ready to be fired again. Leave these ones to me. Let's go!
you know, again, maybe I'm just nitpicking at this point, but, you know, considering that the ongoing narrative throughout this entire game is that only Sam can do shit.
I'm back, baby.
We have more BTs closing in.
There's so many of them.
Super giant BTs below.
shit.
They're closing in fast.
Controls unresponsive. Damn it. It's got us.
Leave it to us. Can you handle it? Quickly, we need to take out its head.
Damn.
I think it stopped. Wait. Is that?
Dead man.
That's right. Everyone, hold on tight. DHB Magellan, integrate.
Look at Hartman, dude. He looks like he's gonna fuck some shit up right now. Hole number 1, arm drag. Tarzord.
That you, dead man? None other, my friend. I've managed to take control of this thing with my car.
He is, in essence, serving as the bridge between the entity and our ship. So you can leave the fighting to us. Get moving, Sam.
Okay, so what I was getting ready to say before that cutscene started, considering that's it, like the narrative throughout the entirety of this game was that only Sam can do shit. So I feel like there was a massive missed opportunity right here. It should have been 100% up to Sam to pilot this damn thing in this fight mode and allow me then to take control of this Tarzord, and actually give me like a giant BT versus giant BT boss fight. That would have been dope. And also, just a side note, if you did get the collector's edition of Death Stranding 2, the statue that came with it was called the Magellan Man statue, and it was that right there. Which would have been a cool statue to have, but I couldn't justify spending $200 for a collector's edition of a game that didn't come with the game. Case in point, I like to have physical copies of things, and the collector's edition only came with a digital download code. So that was the make or break factor for me. But that looks awesome though. Would have been really cool if I was the one piloting it though. But no, instead I get to play this stupid guitar. Like, I want to be beating some Tarzord ass. I mean, all in all, this is a pretty dope scene. Like, I do thoroughly enjoy the scene. I just wish I was controlling the Magellan Man rather than killing BTs with a gun, with a guitar, rather. Yeah, that was dope. Is that Higgs or Red Fox?
Sam, you're dealing with Higgs now. I'm afraid there's no avoiding this fight.
Show me what kind of man you are, Chekhov.
Little baby. You got better at this, Sam. You know you can't keep this up.
Sam, he'll kill you if you don't test for your health.
Not long now. You're too late, Sam. Well, let's just say I've died on the beach before. You of all people should understand.
the loneliness. Tens of thousands of years just wandering.
Am I supposed to feel bad for you or something?
Without you. Fragile. Amelie. Anyone. I cannot fucking take it. Just when I finally had praised oblivion, these dead folks right here up and called me back. The 4,000 poor bastards who joined with APAS in a convergence. To them, I was another ghost. Just another lingering soul. Well, with so much in common, they thought I should team up with their little company. And me being me, I played along. All the while, I was working towards my own personal goal.
No, I get it. Is that really what you want?
Oh, yeah. To bring about the last strand.
Not a double neck.
But for real this time. I mean, honest. What is the point of this graveyard, huh? Humans deserve to go extinct. To be forgotten. What do you say?
All right, ZZ Top,
One
calm
last
down.
dance on top of their old bones.
Called it, though. We were going to have a riff off with Higgs.
Time to reset.
Sam versus Higgy Gibbons. That little twirl thing reminded me of Billy Gibbons and ZZ Top.
Gotcha. Don't you just love this sound?
Not really, no.
Quickly Sam, use your outer deck. If you don't figure out where he's hiding, he's going to get the drop on you.
Feels good, don't it? Get go! That's the way, Sam. Don't you just love this? Feels good, don't it? Time to reset. Gotcha! That's the way, Sam. You know, I think it's time we played a different kind of game with an old friend of yours. Feels good, don't it?
Extremely poisonous, temporarily prevents detection by BTs. Temporarily slows one to perception of time. No, I need ones that will heal me. I still would much rather be piloting that thing.
Join hands with your fellow man.
Than dealing with this terrible guitar battle against Higgs.
Sammy boy!
We're obviously no match for a monster that size. Just focus on defeating Higgs.
Eyes up here. Eat this. Let's get this party started.
Find the electricity, Sam, and stay out of the water, too. Try to get to higher ground.
Sam! Somebody wants to play me!
Sam, are you hurt?
Hey, dude! Here you go!
Predictable!
should see the view from up here.
Alright, I'm glad that's over with. Not that it was difficult or anything, it was just ridiculous. This can end at any time.
You remember that day on the beach? When my guiding light betrayed me? Chose not yours truly, but Sam the man. Well, that girl was meant to be mine. Luckily, I found someone new. Your very own baby girl, the extinction entity. I am truly grateful. I got to savor this revenge against you twice over. There's just a beautiful poetry in our fates. You see that? The last stranding is finally upon us. Victory is mine. That girl ain't got no choice to accept what's happening. Up close and personal. That old familiar feeling. Kept you waiting, huh? You and me. It ain't over yet.
Kept you waiting, huh? Ha!
Right, bitch, now it's on! Let's give this a proper ending, Sam! Can't get by without a stick. Mix it up a little! Try to make it interesting! One last round for us. You're going down! Let's rock out together. One last time.
Sure, I'll shred right back.
working, Daddy.
I got things to say about this when it's over. Now we're
Emily, why won't you?
now we're back with a classic, side to side fighting game.
No, I ain't through with you yet. I'll sing you a lullaby. Shit! Here to me. You wanna jam? Me? Tired! Tired! Son of a bitch! That's it. Tired! My world now! Tired! Your bullshit! Shut!
Ugh. There went a tooth.
Give me my regards. And this Fraser! Like... how it feels!
Finish him.
day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you.
This is 100%, 1000% not where I saw the ending of this game going.
Till the morning.
Thank you.
Lou?
I'm just going to hold off on even talking about that until the credits roll. Yeah, BB.
Okay, time to head home.
All right, we'll do this again. Sorry, BB. You know, in the cutscene, Sam had cargo on his back, and then once the gameplay started, the cargo disappeared. Keep it together, Sam. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what happens here in a minute, and I'll go through everything momentarily. But that is definitely not how I saw this game going. It's okay, baby. I know I probably just crushed you, but it's alright. There you go.
Lou?
Okay, well, we defeated Higgs and saved tomorrow. I'm still gonna wait because I'll just go through all of this at once. Well, we'll see what else has to play out yet.
Is she alright?
Unconscious, but unharmed. Sam. Listen.
Fragile?
Are they gonna kill her off too?
Fragile's dead, Sam.
I was thinking the same thing.
Truth is, she's been dead for some time. While you were away, searching for that photo, Fragile contacted me. Came clean about the whole thing. It happened back when she tried to jump Lou to safety. And she was in that space between the world of the living and the dead. And Higgs shot her.
As you know, the flow of time is different in our two worlds.
On the other side, Fragile's death was a tragedy that had already come to pass. On this side, however, her physical form still endured, if only for a while. Its end yet to arrive.
Fragile knew what the future had in store for her, and what she wanted to do with the time she had left. You were the one person she asked me not to tell, Sam. The only one. And I trust that you understand why.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Let him go.
See, I feel like this is the response Sam should have had when he finally came to the realization that Lou was gone. But even then, it was 5 seconds.
Sam, there's something I haven't told you. When Higgs shot me, in that instant, my Ka and my Ha were separated from one another. And the fact that Lou and I were even able to make the jump had nothing to do with me. It was Lou. Lou connected us to those poor lost souls. And at the time, being with them seemed safer than with me. So I decided to leave Lou in their care. But afterwards, Sam, when you came and found me, I'd lost all memory of what I'd done. The only thing I knew for certain was that I was already dead. And that what little time I had left, I wanted to spend traveling with you. It wasn't until the moment we arrived at Apes's beach that I finally remembered. About Lou, about the jump, about everything that had happened. It's my fault that you never got to watch Lou grow up. Me, who stole all those precious years. I'm so sorry, Sam. I can't give you back the time you've lost. But promise me you'll make the most of your future. With Lou. You will never be alone. Death can't tear us apart. We will always be with you. Now go on. The others are waiting.
Wait!
Sam, we've completed preparations for our return trip. Hartman has finished mapping and logging the coordinates of this beach, and all data concerning the tar currents that brought us here have been recorded as well. With this information at our disposal, we can retrace our path easily. Even without Fragile's power, we should be able to return to Australia at any time. Come to the bridge whenever you're ready.
All squared away? We're gonna need everyone's power to make this work. Attention all hands. It's time for us to go home.
I don't remember who that dude is. I recognized everybody else in that circle except for that dude.
You said it's urgent, so tell me, I don't have much time.
They're after my child. They want Lou for themselves. Bridges has plans. And everything hinges on using Lou as a sacrificial BB. Because they need a child of a repatriate. But I won't let them have my baby. We need to tell everyone that you are the father.
But I'm not. I want you to stop playing with me. Please.
Neil. Please. Help me keep Lou safe. Thank you.
We should run to Mexico. There's a bunch of routes only people like me know. And I have a couple of friends down there that that can help us out. But we need to move quick. Next week, no later. Okay? I will come back and pick you up here.
Neil.
What?
This contains everything. I want you to hold on to it for me.
Let's go.
Just a moment.
Just leave it. Everything we need is in the car. Everything. Just to make it more romantic.
I think I know where this is going.
Don't worry.
Okay. Mexico's ready. He's a patient of mine. Thank you. Let me double check. Should work.
Thank you, guys. That's impressive.
Hold it! Don't move! Don't move!
You had to know. We'd never let you leave. You're carrying the child of a repatriate, after all. A test subject of incalculable value.
Gun! Put it down! Put it down!
No.
You're wrong, because that's my child. So back the fuck off.
Back off!
Neil.
No! Check fire! Check fire! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Lucy. Hey. Fuck. Fuck.
Neil.
You have to save her. Please. Please.
We can try. But there's going to be conditions. This child is invaluable to us. You have to agree to let us take it.
She'll survive. She'll survive. Give me your word.
I give you my word, Neil. I give you my word.
Extraction was successful. BB-00 was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal. 1 male, 1 female. Impossible. What the hell? How long has it been like this? He's already succumbed to necrosis. What the hell? This doesn't make any sense. Call the PD team. Now go get out of here!
Well, the connection between Neil and Sam finally makes sense.
Don't find excuses for your anger, you're drowning in sorrow. With all the reasons to stay are selfish, you must go. I'll show you out this burden is hiding the meaning of it all. How beautiful this life can be. You don't have to grow. Don't waste your life respecting the rulers. There is no time you need to run. Take every chance and try what you can find. Cast your light and shine it around. It's all we have to survive this world. Don't think of all you have to leave behind. You're all I have to survive this
I remember now. The journey the two of us went on together. You and me, Sam.
Well.
Called it.
We will always be connected.
So are those hands Fragile's original hands or some shit?
I'm here, Louise.
Yeah.
Though the future is a product of every present that precedes it, tomorrow does not belong to today. To live is to imagine ourselves in the future, and there we inevitably arrive, yet our place in said future may not be the one we envision.
To all the words that I won't get to say.
Okay.
The things.
Let me mute that. Because I am assuming that chapter 17 will probably just be where we continue on, it'll put us back like before, at some point before the final mission or something like that. So the connection with Neil, that all finally makes sense, and I dig that part of the story. It just took a long fucking time to get there. But I do have a newfound appreciation for the character, after seeing all of that play out. Because this whole time I was trying to figure out the connection between Neil and Sam, aside from the Lucy connection. But like, how was Sam seeing, his memories? How was Sam, interacting with Neil, and all that stuff. And so, obviously, the void out that took Lucy, that was referenced throughout the first game, was caused by the death of Neil and Lucy. I'm guessing this is this Australia, or is this supposed to be like the original North America? I'm not sure. Neat scenery. Oh, there's a DHV vehicle that looks in rough shape. The story of, once you put this all together and see the big picture, the story of, I didn't like the fact that in the beginning they killed off Lou. Hold on.
Me, I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world.
I'm guessing Rainey finally had her baby.
And I know they'll be back again today. And every day. Even when we're long gone. Death can't tear us apart. That's why today is another day on the road.
Calling it now. Death Stranding 3 on the road. Well, that was neat. But yeah, if honestly, God damn, this game has me like, God, this is gonna take a minute. That obviously, you know, sets up for a potential Death Stranding 3 called Death Stranding 3 on the road. And if Louise is the main character of that game, I would not be upset about that. I feel like that could be interesting. But let's backtrack a little bit. Because I was talking about Neil and Sam and all that. And so, yeah, the void out that took Lucy and all that was triggered by Neil. And so I'm guessing that Neil's beach potentially was because if we look at the first game with Cliff, it was like theorized that a lot of people that die in a short time period, like in war or something like that, can share a beach and things like that. So I'm going to guess that everybody in that particular facility that died with Neil and Lucy were potentially on the same beach. And it was Lou's connection to her mother that allowed Fragile to jump Lou to that beach. I'm a little skeptical on that because I feel like if that was the case, we would have seen Lucy on that beach. It wouldn't have really made sense for Lou to go to Neil's beach. It would have made more sense for Lou to go to Lucy's beach. So I would assume they shared a beach. Or I don't know, maybe just because Neil died trying to protect Lou, that was the connection between Lou and Neil. But either way, so Fragile ends up jumping Lou to that beach, who then Neil essentially, what I got out of it was Neil essentially takes care of Lou on this beach, and protects Lou on this beach. So that was a neat little twist. I didn't really see that coming, but it makes sense. But yeah, after as soon as Higgs said tomorrow was Sam's daughter, and I remembered that Lou was a girl, it instantly clicked that, like, yep, tomorrow is Sam's daughter. Has to be. Tomorrow and Lou are the same person. So I'm not upset about that. That was actually well written. That was a well written part of the story. It was a good plot twist in there too that I didn't see coming for a long time. And so Lou actually didn't die, was just jumped to the beach, stayed there until Sam brought her out. But let's talk about the rest of this ending, okay? I feel like there was a massive missed opportunity. With the final boss fight. Partially because the collector's edition with this game came with this Magellan Man statue. I feel like it would have been dope to be able to do like part of that boss fight that way. Because like even in the first game, Higgs takes control of one of these big, like humanoid BTs. So I feel like it would have been really, really fucking cool to have Sam in the Magellan, piloting the DHV Magellan Man against Higgs in this giant fight. That to me, would have been the perfect way to deal with Higgs at the end. The whole guitar thing, I'm sorry, but I hated every second of it. I had the same problem with Devil May Cry 3, the whole guitar weapon. I don't know. Whenever that's done, I hate it. It's cringy as shit, and I don't like it. I've never liked guitar weapons in games. I don't know why, but on the flip side of that, the boss fight between Higgs and Sam was done well for what it is. So I want to hate it because my initial reaction is to hate it. But I do have to acknowledge the fact that it was done and put together well. It's just, I feel like just a good old-fashioned, DHV Magellan Man versus Higgs, BT Man giant fight would have been sweet, and then you could have just went to a good old-fashioned slugfest with Higgs and Sam. But I mean, they kind of already did that in the first game. There was just that good old-fashioned slugfest with Higgs and Sam, so I guess if you don't want to just revisit that, you do something else, and that was the something else. How did you feel about the ending to all that, Grim, if you're still hanging with me? I know you've had a long day and a long week and will continue to do so, but if you're still hanging with me, how did you feel about the, I guess, from the Higgs boss fight onward to the rest of that? I'm not a fan of the fact that, like, Fragile was essentially killed off as well and, was basically dead this whole time. The way they explained it, though, at least made sense. Like, I feel like the majority of the things that were confusing throughout this game did eventually get an explanation. So, like, I get it. The explanation made sense. That Fragile was kind of stuck between these two places when she was killed, so she died on the beach, but her physical form remained because clearly it looks like time passes faster on the beach, which is why Lou is now an adult, basically, but died as an infant, or as a toddler, as a BB. But yeah, the whole twist with the BB that Sam ends up with being Lou, which was his biological child, was a well-written, part of the story. And it's one of them things, if I focus on the things that I liked and you kind of look at the beginning to the end and put all the pieces together, I do think it is, for the most part, a well-written story, but I do still have problems with it. I feel like the Neil stuff could have been, the pacing of the story was hard. And it's another thing now, though, too, where now that I've played through the whole game and I kind of know where things are going, a second playthrough I may appreciate this a little bit more. But the initial reaction throughout this particular playthrough was, it's like, okay, make a delivery, go back to the Magellan. You get a little cutscene of, like, Lou sitting on the stairs eating an apple, and obviously we don't know it's Lou at that time. And Tomorrow is sitting on the stairs eating an apple or something, and it's just like, you don't really get any sustenance from the story in between all of these deliveries. You get maybe a couple little crumbs here and there, but it's really nothing to really bite into. And even the Neil stuff up to my last stream, it's like, why is it here? What's the purpose of it and all that? And it's like, I understand. The cliff stuff was kind of the same way, in all honesty. And in the first game, how they spread out the cliff stuff was kind of the same way. But the way that they just kind of threw, like, 6 or 7 flashbacks at you at one time both in my last stream and in this one. It just seemed like the pacing was lopsided, and they could have spread it out a little bit more. But that's another thing, though. That's kind of a Kojima style thing. I mean, you even look at like Metal Gear Solid 3. There's a lot you don't know until the end of the game. You look at Metal Gear Solid 4. There's a lot you don't know until the end of the game, and so it falls in line with what I feel like I should have expected. But there was a lot in this game where I felt like Sam should have had either a stronger reaction or just a reaction in general, and we just didn't get one. Like the realization that Sam has when when Sam realizes that Lou is gone, it's like he kind of goes and has this pity party in the shower and then gets up and just goes and starts making more deliveries to connect to Australia. And I'm like, that, I don't know, to me, being a parent, I feel like going through that, the last thing that I would do is be worried about their damn chiral network. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I put myself in Sam's shoes, I would have had a massively different reaction. And one of the things that really gets me involved in stories and games, and like Red Dead Redemption 2, for example, is the characters in those stories are so humanized that you can relate to them. And I just didn't really feel like I could relate to Sam and what he was going through, because Sam wasn't really showing he was going through anything through a good portion of the game. I like in the credits, Porter's connected with none, because I did the whole playthrough offline. Overall, I mean, I'll say it was a solid game. The gameplay was definitely, I think, paced better than the first one. I'll give you that much. But I still, from first playthrough to first playthrough, I honestly enjoyed the first game more than this one. The gameplay had its improvements over the original one. But there's elements of the first game that I felt like they could have benefited from building off of story-wise that would have really helped this game. And there was a lot that they could have built off that they just completely ignored. And I understand this game was completely rewritten. Like the script, that was a pretty well-known thing, that the script for this game was done, and then once COVID fucked everything up for everybody across the world, this game was completely rewritten. And I could tell that, and almost felt like the script still needed some tweaks. But like I said, I do feel like the first game for me, because story to me is more important. Story to me is always the most important thing in a game, and I felt like the story of the first one was just better. Was more well written, or was better written, I should say. And I don't know, this one just kind of seemed like it was all over the place in some areas. Like, for instance, the character of Rainey, okay? Like, okay, when she's around, timefall happens, but it's reverse timefall, and I don't remember what they called it. But it's like, okay, why does she have that ability? Where did it come from? There's just a lot that was just, you had to take at face value, because if you think about it at all, there is no explanation to it. And throughout this playthrough, there's just been something about it that I can't... It's a lot of little things. I can't just put my finger on one thing and say this is why the first one was better, in my opinion. But for a good portion of the game, it just kind of felt like, what is the point? What are we trying to achieve aside from linking up Australia?
On my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free.
nothing's worrying me.
Now, I wonder if we're gonna get like a Red Dead Redemption style thing going on here, and I continue playing the game now as Lou. Like, we don't play as Sam anymore, we play as Lou now. I kind of doubt that, but it'd be funny.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Oh, I got Higgs's red mask. Has the air of a mysterious power. Blocks direct and reflected sunlight. Ooh. Gold mask has the air of a mysterious power. Blocks direct and reflective sunlight. A crypto biote. 1x1 patch. Serves as proof that you saved tomorrow. Hologram data of tomorrow. Hologram data of fragile. Song data. To the Wilder featuring Elle Fanning, a song that can be played. So she actually did some vocal work in that one. Interesting. Gameplay statistics. 79,000 likes received. Total distance covered 262.5 kilometers. 246 pieces of cargo delivered. Total weight of cargo 6 tons. Game difficulty normal. Total playtime 32 hours. Last login birthday. Total distance covered. So on foot I covered 48.1 kilometers. By vehicle 56.3 kilometers. By monorail 17 kilometers. By truck 139 kilometers. So that's more than the reverse trike and the and by foot combined in 1.5 kilometers by zip line. Structure records. I built 11 ladders, 8 generators, 3 zip lines, 2 climbing anchors, 1 watchtower, 1 cargo catapult, and 1 timefall structure. And I'd like the timefall structure and the watchtower, those were story related. So I built a total of 27 structures. Roads restored 2. Likes received from other people connected 0. Likes given to other porters 0. Max level porter connection 0. Switch the drawbridge Cupid on and off. Choose to keep the drawbridge Cupid turned on or switch it off. You can turn the Cupid on or off at any time during the game through the system in your ring terminal. The connection between A-Pass and the 4,000 dead is severed. The drawbridge Cupid is fully operational, meaning that ghost mechs and BTs present less of a threat than usual. Moving around and making deliveries easier as a result. Turn the Cupid off, and A-Pass is reconnected with the 4,000 dead. Only some features of the drawbridge Cupid are operational, meaning that ghost mechs and BTs present as much a threat as they did before. Moving around and making deliveries is more difficult as a result. That's interesting. We'll leave it on for now. Now we're on to episode 17. So this should just be, okay, everything's open back up, keep playing. We're going to sleep till morning. Do as you please. I like that. Okay, well, yeah, that's where we're gonna call it a night. I don't know. Again, like I said, there were several little things throughout this game that I just had a hard time getting into. Like, to me, the first game was just an overall better experience than this one for myself. I can see how people may enjoy this game more than the first one, but I felt like the story pacing of the first one was better. You just got more information earlier on in the game. I mean, you were still confused. You know, it would, like, I feel like part of the story in both of these games is to confuse you by design. So that way, like, the reveal at the end of the game is, you know, kind of a more, like, wow type of experience. But there's just something about this one that I had a hard time with. I can't, again, put my finger on exactly what it is. But I think the environment definitely also was a factor in the first one, because, like, I did do a lot of driving in the first one as well. And obviously I didn't have to drive everywhere. You know, I could have used zip lines and stuff like that and all that for to really do other things. But in the first one, it felt like the zip lines and, you know, the other stuff actually had more benefit than this one. Because there were, like, I remember the, like, weather observatory in the first one. It was almost impossible to drive there. You know, so almost every location, I think the only location I couldn't drive to was the aeronautical engineer. But even once I got so far into the mountains, it was just like, okay, here's some, you know, better tires for your vehicle that you can, you know, drive up these slopes easier. And so as you can see on my map, I built, what was it, 2 road sections. I built this monorail completely, but after that I completely gave up on the monorails because there really wasn't much purpose in that. You know, again, unless you want to build the roads and get everybody up to 5 stars, you know, like the animal shelter's only at 2.5, Rainey's shelter's at 2, you know, just over 2, the musicians at almost 3, West Fort Knott is at 3, the Western Environmental Observatory is barely over 2, you know, so like this one here, barely over 2, this one is barely 1, you know, so it's like I could see how using the zip line and the roads and all that stuff would be beneficial to grind out to, you know, do the 5-star grind. But aside from that main story, it's like there wasn't a need for all of the building for me personally. You know, if you're just trying to get from point A to point B, you know, building all of this stuff would just take more time. And again, if I played the game off stream and just took my time with it, I may have done that. But with the way I like to stream games, I like to stay on course with the main story, because I feel like it would be no problem at all for me to spend 3 hours just grinding resources to build a couple road sections. And for anyone that may be watching this or come along and experience this with me, I feel like that would just be boring to watch unless you just really enjoy the game. So I always feel like, and because I'm such a story-heavy guy, it really, to me, the way I just like to stream games is to just focus on the story and not on all of the side content. Because if I think my last Death Stranding 1 playthrough, I think I put like 86 hours into it or something like that, but I didn't stream all of it. Some of it was recorded offline. I did do a couple like live streams, but I didn't have my camera or my mic on. You know, so I think when I added it up, it was like 30 or 40 hours for the main game and then like 30, 40 hours of grinding. You know, and so I just, I don't know, I don't feel like 10 streams worth of grinding would be entertaining to watch. The first one is out there, but okay, some dots get connected and things to make sense. This one, by the end, you can connect the dots, but it feels even more out there, and some of it feels like it really has to stretch hard to connect. Yeah, there's, and again, the boss fight with Higgs, I think, was a real letdown for me as well, because I didn't feel triumphant at the end of it. You know what I mean? I didn't have this, you know, like satisfaction that I completed something. It was just kind of like, okay, that's finally over. And I definitely feel like that fight went on about 2 sessions too long. You know, the whole guitar thing against the ninja part, then the guitar fight between the two of them, and then the guitar fight on top of the whatever the fuck. You know, like it did not need to be that long and drug out in that format. Like the guitar thing would have been okay if it was just one part of it. But yeah, there's elements to the story that I really do like, but it's just they're so far buried in this one that it's harder to appreciate them. Whereas in the first one, the story just had a lot more weight to it. It felt like there was a need to do these things. It felt like if we don't connect all of North America and save Amelie, you know, everybody's going to go extinct. Whereas in this one, it's just like, okay, we need to connect all of Australia. Why? Well, because they need to get on the network. And obviously you find out, you know, APAC and, you know, I guess, and Higgs were kind of in cahoots and all that to, you know, make it happen, I suppose. But it didn't really feel like there was a sense of urgency to get it done. It didn't feel like there was really any ultimate goal to get it done. It's just there was something to it that was missing. Again, there's elements of it that I can look back on and look at the big picture and really appreciate, and then there's other ones it's just like we could have done without that. And I'm sorry, but the character of Dollman, fucking hated him. I wish I could have just chucked that doll, you know, into this lake over here and left it there. That character irritated me. But well, as for Sunday night stream, I think debating on whether or not I want to do a one-off or if I want to jump into the Horizon Zero Dawn Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds DLC. Sunday would be a good day to start that, because I like starting things on a Sunday, not on a Wednesday. And so I've got, let me look at the calendar here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks until Metal Gear Solid Delta comes out. That comes out August 28th. So I'll have the 3rd, the 6th, the 10th, the 13th, the 17th, the 20th, the 24th, and the 27th. So I've got 8 more streams I can actually fit something in before Delta comes out. I wasn't expecting to have that many. And I would like to do the Frozen Wilds DLC. I don't think I'd have time to fit the Forbidden West in. I'll save that for after Delta. But for those of you that also don't know, if you are watching this back on YouTube, I've got some work-related things coming up in the next month that may completely derail my entire schedule. So I'm not trying to plan too far in advance. So I'll probably start the Frozen Wilds DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn Sunday, August 3rd, and then continue that on the 7th, because I think it's like an 8-hour DLC or something, so it might take me 3 streams to get through, possibly. And then I may also take a break in there, too. There's a really good possibility I might take a week break in there, but that's going to be it for the night. Grim, thanks for hanging out with me. I will I'll probably talk to you tomorrow, and we'll talk some more about this, I'm sure. I appreciate you hanging out with me all night, and throughout this entire playthrough. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of it. It was an experience, we'll say that much. And for those of you on YouTube, there will be a subscribe button up there and a playlist for this entire playthrough right over there. And hopefully we will see Grim tomorrow night. Grim's had a hell of a week and will continue to have a hell of a week, so he may or may not stream tomorrow night. That's going to be probably just depend on how beat to shit Grim feels tomorrow night. But if he's there, I will be there, and you should be there too. So until next time, thank you all for hanging out and watching, and until next time, stay suave.